Hello everyone and welcome to Ashley Plans and Saves. I'm Ashley and today I'm going to share with you my October 2019 budget recap. Excuse my voice, I'm a little bit nasally, but I think we can all get through it. Starting here in, there we go. Here in income for October, my two base paychecks were $1475.01. My first after school paycheck was $285.72. And my second one was $328.57. That was just a couple of dollars less than I anticipated. I had city cash back and also an HSA reimbursement totaling $58.89. So all in all, my October income was $3,623.20. Here in savings, pretty much everything was as anticipated. My Roth IRA got $450. So by the end of this month, or by now, I have put $4,800 towards my Roth IRA. The goal is $6,000 because that's the maximum for 2019, and so far I'm on track for that. $15 went into my Lyft and Uber sinking fund with $15 remaining. $30 went into my clothing sinking fund, so there's $30 remaining. Family and gifts got $50, and there was one transaction, a gift for my friend for $975, so the sinking fund has $40.25 right now. Travel sinking fund got $100, and now there's $436.84. I spent $26 earlier in the month for some tickets to Philly to visit my friend, and then a couple of cents in interest. Do anticipate purchasing some tickets to Texas in the next couple of days, which will pretty much deplete the entire sinking fund, but that's what it's there for. So you'll see that in my November budget at some point. Large purchase sinking fund, that is a Betterment general investing account for like a large purchase in the future, and that got $850. So to date, I have contributed $9,433.68. Additional to my large purchase sinking fund is the second after school paycheck of $328.57. My fund money long-term sinking fund is just like a slush fund of like random things that I want to buy myself, or if I want to give some money to someone, or whatever I want. It's whatever I want to do, really. And it's my first after school paycheck, the smaller of the two amounts, for $285.72. So right now that sinking fund is at $583.34. Moving sinking fund and emergency fund were not funded, but I have a sufficient amount in there for whatever I need. I know that my moving sinking fund, which is at about $3,500 right now, that's going to be dipped into a lot towards the beginning of November, towards the end, because I'm moving at the end of November. So that's what it's there for. Spending is pretty good. I say this often, but whatever I budget for spending, whatever I spend in my spending categories here, I don't necessarily care. As long as my savings goals and the planned amounts that I have for savings, as long as those are met, my spending is very flexible. I'm not really like steadfast and only this amount for groceries and only this amount for household. If I can move some money around, which is what I typically end up doing, it's fine with me. So here in groceries, I know I budgeted $240, but that was for 4 weeks of groceries. I ended up doing 5 weeks of groceries because as I was doing my November budget, I realized November. So here for my spending, it's never been that bad. And this month it was pretty good as well. Typically what I say is that money, like spending is spending is spending. So if I tend to go over in household but under in groceries and it kind of evens itself out, I don't really mind as long as the overall amount that I spent was in line with what I budget. And even more than that, as long as I save, like the amounts that I want to save here, then I'm happy to spend a little extra from like random income that I may get, specifically like the cash back and whatever like that. So I try not to be too steadfast on these budgets because I know that if I needed to, I could always cut back. But if I'm meeting my savings goal, and since my savings goal is like a good portion of my income, then I'm happy to spend a little bit extra on my spending. Not too big of a deal. Here for groceries, I budgeted $240. That was supposed to be for 4 weeks of groceries at $60 a week. However, as I was looking at my November budget, I realized that I assigned 6 weeks of groceries, 6 weeks of spending to November, and then only 4 weeks of spending to October. So I decided just to split the difference, 5 weeks and 5 weeks. So I added another week of groceries and like stuff to this budget, meaning that it should be about 300, but even then I'm still way under. So here are all the transactions. I spend about $50 or so each week, 45 to 50. I give myself 60 just in case there's a special recipe I want to try, or I want to buy some more treats, or whatever the case may be. I think 60 is a good amount, and I've just been spending a little bit less. But yeah, not too bad. Eating out, I think I budgeted about 100 or 110 originally, and I spent way less. I spent 62.84. When I went to Philly this past weekend, I only spent what, $16 or so. I spent less than I anticipated, largely because instead of like going out and eating out, we stayed in and cooked food in because my roommates were throwing a housewarming party, or sorry, my friends were throwing a housewarming party. So I saved a lot of money in that way. Household, I spent 51.78. All of these expenses went through during my or before my mid-month check-in. So if you want to play-by-play of these things, that's in that budget. Miscellaneous for the most part is again the same. I spent $6.50 on some cat ears for Halloween, and then about $8 on a Lyft while I was in Philly. Excuse me. September over budget. That's what was over budgeted. That's where I was over budget in September. By about $11, and I just put that in this October budget to account for it. And then here's my study gift card. I got this gift card because I did an in-person study for a couple hours. The original amount was $175, and I had a couple of transactions. Again, all of these went through before my mid-month check-in, so those are all explained in detail right there. Internet, I paid $55.88. My electricity was $51.31. Rent is $900. Excuse me. Subscriptions, I paid them all. I paid them all. It was $9.99 for Spotify, $12.99 for Netflix, and my phone went to my study gift card. That was paid, and then I have $31.58 left in the budget. I'm rolling that over to November just because of Thanksgiving. I always tend to spend a little more than I plan to when I go to visit my family. We all hop in an Uber, go down to Walmart, and always just end up buying so much stuff. Both things for just Thanksgiving and also just things to replenish in the household. So the amount is always high, and I always end up contributing like a good amount because it's my family. So that'll be helpful there. But that's pretty much it. Sorry if this was rambling, and sorry if I'm like coughing through. I don't know what's wrong with me. I probably have a little bit of a cold. I'm a teacher, so I'm around like very small, gross kind of kids who are still learning how to wash their hands. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like. I would really appreciate that. Also, if you're interested in more of these budget videos, I'm posting my November budget overview in the next couple of days, so feel free to subscribe so you're notified when I post that. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.